Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, post-nasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
What? Where's Carl? Where's Carl? I think Carl's still looking for me from what I've heard from last week.
Still looking for you?
Yeah. He thought I was over there on the record at one point. Let's Carl.
Carl back? Ask him about World War III. Everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night.
Welcome.
Right. Yeah. What's up, Mr. Bouchard? My guess is that Mark Dorsal is the Jackie Treehorn of French-speaking Canada.
He's a
cheerleader. We don't want to get. I don't want to get all
What did he
fucking.
produce? Any titles we know?
I don't want to get all fucking federal on Mark Dorsal right out of the fucking gate. This seems to be a little preemptive, if you ask me.
French can.
I mean, there was an accent involved,
But
there was one of those top of his.
he's uncut.
What the fuck? Like,
No, his videos are uncut. Like he doesn't.
Oh.
Tape of it.
Got a run out groove on a VHS.
That's right. Oh, is that what they call it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Are you uncircumcised? Yeah, I got a run out groove.
My life is.
Bing bong.
My life is a run out.
Bing bong, Jay. Bing bong.
Bing.
People still say that. Bing bong.
I've never heard anyone say.
You're not a TikTok guy.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Well, I went out with MySpace. TikTok.
Yeah, folks, we got a terrific show.
We got a killer show.
Killer. I don't want to toot our own fucking horn.
It's
here.
football week.
We got a football week going on. You ever seen it? You ever seen the football week?
Yeah, it's
we'll
good.
talk about that coming up. Yeah, I got some stuff for Diggs. Jay said he's got stuff
I got
for
some
Diggs.
non-vinyl related, but
Okay.
I've got some.
That's all right. Okay.
Let's put it this way. I went through the archives
Okay.
and pulled some stuff
What
out.
up,
I haven't
Jay?
seen in a long time.
Okay.
I'm actually, yeah.
Donk's got some Diggs as well.
Yep. Full jam pack.
I got a terrific story for you guys about Chip Chat from last week,
Okay.
as well as I should have loaded that bitch up, which I can load it up.
What's that?
Not a problem. Ahead. Y'all load that up. Sure. And yeah, so we got a chip and soda coming for this week as well. We're excited about. Toms, what are we watching over here? Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, this is.
Oh, that's Blade Runner, isn't it? Blade Runner. thought you'd put in Good Morning Vietnam. You know, I was reading an article earlier. What's your favorite Robin Williams? No way. No way it's actually.
I got no, but I haven't.
Huh? Oh.
Bought me the Vietnam.
Oh.
Kind of a thoughtful present,
Sure.
you know. Robin Williams. You know what? A Robin Williams movie that's not talked about is 1 Hour Photo.
Oh, it's incredibly creepy. Did a great job.
Very creepy.
Yeah. That's up there for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's yours?
Well, I think overall, Good Will Hunting. But
Oh, I wouldn't know.
you've never seen it?
No, that's one I want to see because of the
brother.
critical acclaim.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And I like
It's a
Affleck
great-
and Damon.
Yeah, yeah. But nostalgically, I would say a movie called Survivors he made with Walter Matthau.
I watched that with you for the first time in a few years.
That's my favorite.
Good movie.
That's my favorite Robin.
It's
Survivors.
very 80s.
Sure.
It's in the armpit of the 80s.
The girl Cary Grant, not Cary Grant. The girl that plays that dog.
Somebody said Dead Poets Society.
Dead Poet Society's a good
Never
flick.
seen that either.
What up, Thump Finger? Oh, I saw. I loved that one. That came out when we were in high school.
I get that and Go Hunting Confused.
And I loved it. No, the reason I was talking about that is the article I was reading was like on set. On set, apparently Robin Williams was pretty weird about shit. Did you know that he would never give a high five? He would not do a high five thing. Afraid he would get left hanging. You're not a Mork and
Such
Mindy
a
guy.
dumb.
That's
Like no. I'm from the I'm from space.
But, like, with-
that's not believable. Come on, man.
with context now that how much fucking blow he was on while he was doing Mork and Mindy, it all makes sense. He was like a wind-up toy that got fucking stuck.
But like that crossover with Happy Day. Weird was that crossover?
Yeah,
With
like Laverne and Shirley, I got. Mork and Mindy was weird.
was it not Happy Days or was it a crossover with Happy Day? Character?
Laverne and Shirley was a spinoff.
Yeah, maybe that's one. Anyway, it doesn't make sense. Just far-fetched. It was too good of a show.
Papa was weirdly good in retrospect. What's up,
Never seen
Abacus?
that either. Actually, that's one I'd like to see.
I think I did back in the day, but I don't remember it.
I don't like the over-the-top costume. Makeup and all that. How was your week?
Oh, fucking crazy, insane.
Pretty average.
I've been really busy and shit. You know, last week I did that big racing special.
Oh, yeah, we had
but
a big race here.
I've been doing a bunch of stuff for Broadway. This,
Hooray for Broadway!
yeah.
Hey,
Hey, that's what it's all about.
hey.
Mork and Mindy was a Happy Day spinoff.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's Happy Day.
Was it a spinoff or did they just cross over?
It was a spinoff. The character popped up on their tour. On that. The what Mork and Mindy? Happy Days didn't end until the early '80s, right? '70s.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
whatever.
I don't want to talk about that anymore.
You know, him and Junior Seau died. They both committed suicide on the same day.
Really?
I was at Southern Guilford High School with Daryl Brown when I heard about it. No, that's just honest to God true.
Okay. Nobody knows who that
true.
is. Nobody knows who that is.
Junior Seau?
No. Anyway. Yeah, so last week, we had Carl on the program last week.
Yep.
Carl had a good time. And then Saturday, me and Carl went to the punk rock flea market here in Greensboro, North Carolina.
I was 2
It
years.
was,
I was 2 years old. Sorry, I was totally wrong. You know, Johnny Cash and I'm thinking of.
Okay.
No. I'm thinking of John Ritter and Johnny Cash down the same. Remember that? They both had massive coronaries on the same day.
John Ritter did not have a
Well,
coronary.
yeah, his heart exploded.
No.
He had the Widowmaker.
Nope. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it right. He had a AAA, abdominal aortic aneurysm.
His heart exploded. That's what I heard.
Aorta.
Like I heard it. Like couldn't be within 8 feet of him. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's your derailing. That's derail
Kind of
one.
like the Challenger.
That's derail what? Don't talk Challenger. That's when my grandmother died.
I know. We were celebrating that. You know what color eyes Christy McCullough had?
Yes. Yes.
All right, go ahead with your your story. Sorry.
Oh yeah, the Led Zeppelin movie. Fantastic, Bill. What's up, Bill? Yeah, I think Steve may be watching that tonight. Actually, I think the camera froze. Well, give me a little reboot on that camera. Yeah, and that's why he's twitching around and the camera freezes.
No, they're gonna think it's.
I'm telling you, y'all hopped up on goofballs. Hopped up on goofballs. I don't trust it.
One time I did snort baking soda, thinking like I'd get you high too.
I'm in love with the cocoa. Nah. Baking soda. Baking soda.
Never done cocaine. That's 100%.
That conversation ends right there.
On the box, yeah, you can't do much. I've never done it in my life.
Right there.
I'm too scared.
Anyway, me and Carl went to the punk rock flea market, which I was really excited about because I've seen these pop up and I know they travel around, at least across the southeast, these punk rock flea markets. I don't know, do they come like across the country? Hey, thank you for becoming a friend of the program.
Thanks for derailing the show, Louis Al 720.
Now, come on, what are you doing?
Trying to tell a story here.
No. Thank you so much. So when you see the ad for this punk rock flea market, it's like the first thing on the list, vinyl records. It's literally the first thing on the list. Vinyl records, collectibles, t-shirts, retro clothing, We get over there, man. $10 to get in, first of all. I was already kind of...
Did you have to buy your tickets in advance?
Oh. Yeah. I was already frosty about that. And we saw a few vendors outside and was like, oh, there's a record vendor right there. Cool. So then we go inside, walk around the fucking venue, mall.
Yeah, not a big place.
Cool. And there was a lot of like stickers and retro clothing, like old t-shirts, which is cool. And like I saw some like classic vans, like vans from the 80s, like van shoe, checkerboard vans. That's cool as fuck. Some guy had a knife booth set up where some guy was selling puzzles.
Let you throw some?
No, like custom made knives like Ryan's dad does.
Yeah.
I mean, it was neat to like look at, but I wasn't going to buy literally any of that. Even the stickers were like $3 a piece. I've got a stack sitting right here that I've not even stuck up yet, so that's not it. So anyway, then 5 minutes later, we essentially walk out of the fucking flea market, and we checked out the vendors outside. One guy was selling some great like art prints, like he had like Rat Fink and
You like that?
a lot of like Rat Fink stuff and like that type of like 50s, 60s monster movie, punk rock kind of crossover.
I was gonna say, was there a lot of
rockabilly-ish kind of vibe stuff, which is very cool. But there were dope prints. They were $40, and I have no room for it. And then I was like, there was one more record. Oh, I forgot to mention, there was one record dealer on the inside. And I pulled up one record. It was Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms.
Great record.
Sure, absolutely. $25. And I'm like, you can suck a dick.
Change your drawers.
I just dropped it down and was like, I kind of laughed and just walked up.
In the middle finger?
I was close.
Hope to watch his back.
Because me and Carl had the same vision. Like, it's a punk rock flea market, and they advertise.
You're gonna find really rare punk records.
There's going to be so many 7-inches that it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to take you all day to go through them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we envisioned. That's not what was happening. So we go to the ones outside. That was the only record vendor inside. There was one record vendor outside. I went over. It turns out to be a buddy of ours, Harley, friend of the program, and who we stole Relief Records in Greensboro. That's his shop. And he was like watching some of the stuff for somebody that went home sick.
Right.
I think he may have had some stuff out too, but
that guy had diarrhea.
so me and Carl both picked some shit up. I picked up some 7-inches out of this little stack, and I also picked up one punk rock LP or long play record that we'll talk about in Dig of the Week. But it was a cool. I mean, we ended up not being over there very long, and I got a great deal on the stuff that I got. But the $10 to walk through for 5 minutes really stuck in my craw, dude. And Harley said that there was a line wrapped around the fucking building to get in. But they just didn't like reach out to like get the right vendors in there in place. Because if you were like none of the big like other than Harley, like none of the like record stores around here had a presence, or like if you're a guy that had records to sell, you could have went in there and made a killing.
So you said you saw Brothers in Arms.
Yeah.
I would think going to something like that, somebody like Harley would just brought a couple half dozen crates of punk records.
Yeah, and that's the stuff over there was much more. The stuff he had was much more in line with like what you think. Now the other guy had cool stuff in there, but I just didn't even. Harley knew the guy, and he said, "Did you look through his stuff? He's a big Capricorn." I was like, "Nah, I didn't."
Capricorn record. Like $25 for.
I just once I get a baseline on like what this guy's charging for like common bullshit, I almost don't even want to see if he's got something. I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. And I wasn't going to go through every fucking... There was a lot of those like super common, just like classic rock stuff. You know what? That's cool. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to go through 25 boxes of 45s. Honestly, that's what I envisioned. I had my readers. I was ready to rock and roll, man.
Yeah,
Sure. I don't know. But, you know... Maybe the next time around they'll be better.
Been one of those hot stamp. Came off the press just the right time. That sounds perfect. Those go for a lot of money.
Speaking of which, I'll tell you guys. Should I do? I'll do it now. I'll do it.
That's what I'm talking about, right? Hot stamp. You ever? Come on, man. Seriously.
We're not getting into hot stamp.
You haven't seen the hot stamped? Watch them. Google hot stamp vinyl and watch some videos. People that think like certain pressings are worth like bucks, dollar records.
Yeah,
I don't care if I offend anybody. You don't have I can give a shit less if I offend somebody out here. By
there's a whole hot stamper community out there.
Who cares? Fuck them. Okay.
Whoa! Don't fuck them. We're not fucking.
You're
anybody.
wasting your money.
We're not fucking anybody.
You know. Food trucks even there?
Yeah, there was one food truck which apparently was really good. It was a pizza truck.
That's not punk.
Pizza's not punk. Somebody write that down. Pizza's not punk.
You never heard the Ramones write a song about pizza? Now, there were a lot of songs about salads, but not pizza. Though.
Salad days.
Yeah.
Waiting for that chair to move it around some, just to make sure that it still squeaks. Perfect. Do that some
Where
more.
do you keep your chair grease? I'm asking you for.
I'm currently seasoning my dartboard, so I got a lot of grease tied up at the moment. But no, this really cool thing happened. I was going to save it for Chip Chat, but I'll go ahead and do it now. So, I don't know if you guys remember last week on Chip Chat when Carl was here, or Carl was sort of here. I ended up calling company the Chips.
Who was it?
Well, see, I didn't really remember that exactly, and it wasn't like I was so fucked up I don't remember. It wasn't that, but like Monday morning.
Oh yeah, I know it's.
Monday morning, I'm sitting there at work, and I look down at my phone, and my phone's ringing, and it was somebody spoofing a number. It's one of those scammers. It says like Jackson's Food Company. What the fuck? And so, I didn't answer it, but I Googled it, and it said Jackson Food Company. I'm like, and when I did an image search, the chips we did last week popped up, and I was like, oh shit, like that's that company calling back. Yeah. And when I checked the voicemail, this is what they say. I'm gonna try to play the voicemail for you guys.
Wonderful.
On the.
Is that them?
That's a little aggressive.
Yeah.
What the? No. My phone just started playing Knocked Loose on Spotify. I don't know why. That's weird. All right, here we go. This is what it says. I'm gonna mute the mic because it's not playing for something. I'm getting pissed.
What chip was it again? Still sitting on that.
Not playing. Not playing.
Jackson's chip company. Where are they at?
I don't know. I don't know why it's not playing. It's playing, but the sound's not coming. Fucking hell.
Oshkosh.
We'll do it this way.
Pink.
Not gonna lick
All right,
me.
Pink, you got to.
Not gonna lick me. Goddammit.
Who?
The world. Collections.
That's a weird
device. All right, everybody, shut the fuck up, so I can play this to the microphone.
Hey, Mikey, this is Ambry with Jackson Snacks. I got your voicemail. I wanted to give you a call back just to say thank you for the very nice, kind remarks you made about our snacks. I did go ahead and watch your stream, and it was very cool. I'm glad you guys enjoyed them, but it looks like your buddy dropped, quite a bit of chips on the floor on that. So I'd love to send you folks some goodies. If you wouldn't mind giving me a call back just so I can get maybe an address to send those to. I'll be in the office until 5 o'clock Central Time this afternoon, so feel free to give me a call back whenever. My number is 362.
Call her back.
Yeah, I did call her.
Oh yeah,
I did call her back.
Yeah,
I left her a message. So she not only did she appreciate the nice message, but
that is fun.
But she actually went and watched the stream.
Carl dropped chips.
Carl was dropping chips left and right. So she's sending us some chips.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I called her back and said, "No, you really don't have to do that." But I gave her the address anyway. You know what I mean?
We just get drunk and call people sometimes. We do it there.
Well, at the end,
you're the
because
first to respond.
Monday morning when she's not the first to respond.
I'm first to actually do something though.
But
be cool about it.
Yeah, it's
awesome. Let's have her on the show next
Well,
week.
I told her, I told her I really appreciated her actually going through the trouble, going and actually watching and checking out the stream.
Yeah.
And then I said, I appreciate you kind of playing along with our fucking buffoonery over here. But yeah. Hey, Jackson's chips, dude, to the moon with these cats.
What if they said
I'm telling you, these guys are they're out of Wisconsin.
He sounds like
that was that it was a sweet potato chip with a farmhouse ranch flavor on it. They were phenomenal. But yeah, to the moon with those guys. That's
maybe more to come on that.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they ask her to move in. Holy shit.
Yeah, we should make it really awful.
How big old girl are you anyway?
Ask her what her Facebook
Yeah.
We could probably find I bet I can find her for you.
It's a very unique name.
On
Did you hear the name?
Yeah, did she say her last name? I can't remember.
No.
But I'm look on Jackson's website.
And
though.
I'm not gonna
trolling on.
I'm not gonna blast her on the
No, I'm gonna see if I
blast
can
her
find her
Fed
though.
Jay's trolling on.
What was her first name again?
You get those at the grocery outlet? Hell yeah, huh?
What was her first name? That's all I want. Was her first name?
Brie. I think when I sent it to Carl, he was like, "Yeah, she sounds hot, dude."
Oh god, of
Like-
course. Jackson's sweet potato chips. Is that the one?
Farmhouse ranch flavor.
Avocado
Um,
oil.
So, also, we got the Super Bowl coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously,
The big game.
big game. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't say Super Bowl. It's got to be the big game. We got the big game coming up this week. Who you got, Jay?
I mean, if both of their buses crash on,
We'll be right back. No,
I really don't care.
if you put
I
it
mean,
to me,
whatever.
I don't know. I don't know who I would say.
I mean
Who you betting on in Vegas, Jay?
the only thing to
What's
really
the spread? 1.5?
Yeah,
Isn't it like
I don't know.
1.5?
Probably. It's probably. Other than Travis Kelce, like I don't care. I just don't really want to
Correct.
see him win.
Correct.
But other than that, I don't care. Like, cause Mahomes is on. But the Eagles are in the Commanders division. So,
Go fentanyl birds.
but
3-peat, says Aaron Griffin. We know where his fucking cock's laying.
the big thing I heard recently. So if thing that's could break the internet
Uh-huh.
is if the Chiefs win
And he
he
proposes.
on the
Yeah.
field after the
Yeah.
game. Like that feels very Hollywood. That plan, obviously, it's planned. Something publicity teams are putting together. Because cameras gonna be perfectly.
Sure, I'll check out a movie, but it'll take a black one to move me.
I actually listened to a couple
Whoa.
Attaboy.
whoa.
Attaboy.
I'm
Not anti-Taylor Swift. Anti-Taylor Swift.
no, she came up in a country play.
How are the calves? Oh, low and hairy and hard to carry. Actually, that's not true. I don't have much hair on my legs at all.
Swift could do it. That's what I think. That's the part that bothers.
Sounds.
I think I'd be an upgrade.
All right, here's another. What do you? I know what you're gonna say because you're a Ku Klux Klan member. But what do you think about the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar?
So I'm in the age group of I don't know.
That's a great choice for a fucking super. Kendrick is fucking.
They said that. I heard somebody say it's pretty top notch.
Yeah, I mean, that's legit good hip
And
hop.
there's a lot of discussion on if he's going to do the diss track.
That's what I was about to say. This is what it becomes interesting, and the reason I almost sort of give a fuck.
Cutting in and out like.
What is it? What's cutting in and out? Oh, let me cut off the fucking. The fucking noise gate. Is a
Well,
whisper talker.
we should probably just start over then.
Start the whole show over. All right. How about now? He's not cutting out now.
All
is
right,
he?
now I'm not cutting out. Cut it out, Joey Gladstone. He ain't dead yet, is he?
He what now?
He's not dead yet, is he? Joey Gladstone.
I don't think so.
This will probably be the last year though for him. I don't think he's got pretty bad cancer, right?
Can't hear Jay.
Can hear Jay or can't?
Can't.
I don't think it's couldn't hear Jay. I thought.
Both sound good? Yeah, fuck you guys. You guys don't know nothing. Bill's a fucking audio engineer.
Yeah.
He knows what the fuck's going on.
Nate needs to get one of
You
those.
thought it was intentional? What's up, man? How you doing?
Nate needs to get a miracle ear. Or Whisper 2000.
Jeez.
Is it Whisper 2000 or Whisper
100% better. Okay, I had the
Whisper 5000? Which one is it?
I had the noise gate filter on for when I do solo streams, so to block out the PC noise and shit while I'm gaming and shit.
I want one of those revolvers that you can shoot and hear sound from 50 feet away.
What the fuck are you talking
No, the
about?
guns where you can shoot and have the headphones where you can...
Oh, like the NFL guys?
Oh, yeah, sound, yeah.
The big
But it's like a
parabolic,
it's a
parabolic
gun,
mic.
you know.
All right,
I
all
want
right.
a gun so I can shoot people.
Nope, we don't in game in Grand Theft Auto. Say that. Say in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
That's a terms of service violation.
God.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah.
3 edibles tonight, Shane. Good Lord. What are you trying to hide, man? Are you trying to mask some pain, Shane? Pain, Shane. That should be your handle.
Oh, input game. There's the problem right there. Holy shit.
Figured it out. Hey, Shane, who's going to win the national championship football game?
Okay, let's not do that.
This coach got a big contract. I saw
Whoa,
that.
Whoa. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Chuck Charlie. Chuck your Charlie, Jay.
No, I don't think I want to chuck my Charlie tonight.
Chucking your own Charlie.
I did right before I came over here.
Okay. Absolutely love my shirt, dude. I got this at Goodwill, man. It was like a $2.99 or some shit. The chick at the
Wow.
counter was like, "No way."
Bill says it's loud. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, I had to.
I've never been called loud before. You're the first. Thanks.
Yeah, let me change that up just a little bit. Sorry. Some shit got reset for some reason. It's.
Maybe somebody got on your computer remotely.
Yeah, I could have gotten.
Oh, by the way,
Uh-huh.
my computer was doing the same thing as yours last week.
Oh, really?
There was like a 2-hour period where I thought I wouldn't have a computer again. I just started a Windows update. Don't know if you did the same thing.
Yeah.
It was the update that did it, I'm pretty sure.
But anyway, back to the point for
Back
you
to
guys.
the music show we're doing.
Back before you guys derailed the fuck out of me.
I didn't do it. I was just,
No, Kendrick Lamar is going to be on the Super Bowl halftime show. So here's the setup. If you don't know this thing, he got into a war with Drake this past year, doing diss tracks back and forth.
yeah, been hearing about this.
It pretty much, by most people's conclusion, Kendrick won that fucking war with that track.
Okay.
Not Like Us.
Okay, I guess. I mean,
Right? Okay, so then not only does he win that war, essentially, goes to the Grammys, wins
who won a lot of Grammys, didn't he?
best everything,
Yeah.
won everything. Now he's going to perform at the Super Bowl halftime
Hey,
show
having a pretty
where
good,
he's likely to play Not Like Us, which is a diss track against Drake.
Yeah.
Drake made Robin Williams himself by the time it's all said.
There's a pretty big prop bet. It's like the second biggest prop bet of if he's going to
do that
mention
track?
the name, mention Drake's name.
Oh.
Yeah, because he says something about. There's a line where he says Drake and alludes to the he says something.
Dude, that's interesting. Shane says, I bet Drake joins him on stage.
It could all be for the money, man. They just might be laughing all the way to the bank on
That
this.
could be fucking crazy, actually. That could actually be crazy.
Who was the one that?
What do you mean the one? What do you mean by the one?
The
I don't like how that's framed.
No,
I don't
current
like
the
that.
current artist. They were talking about the current artist that could join him potential because nobody knows. You know, that's all surprise kind of
Oh,
stuff.
SZA.
I don't know. They're talking about like he could get some pretty big names. You know, those names pop up.
Yeah, there'll be a
couple
bunch of
people
people.
like Post Malone or somebody. Jelly Roll. By the way, did you see Jelly Roll at the
No.
golf tournament?
Moving on.
Did you see Jelly Roll at the golf tournament? Out in
Moving on.
Phoenix?
The biggest news in rock and roll this week is
Rock history, right?
Yeah, speaking of Black Sabbath, the pioneers of heavy metal, is coming back for, I guess it's like a one-off show.
It's Ozzy's retirement or final show kind of thing, right?
That's kind of that's the vibe, yeah. But it's the first time like the whole fucking group has got back together in like 20 years, man.
That's the word on the street, man.
And there's gonna be some special guests and shit. What's the quote from Ozzy here? It's my time to go back to the beginning, time for me to give back to the place I was born. How blessed am I to do it with the help of people who I love. Birmingham is the true home of metal. Birmingham forever.
So is that where the show is?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it was in England somewhere. I didn't know.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's.
I guess there's going to be performances from Metallica, Slayer, and Pantera. Like also.
Yeah, Tom Morello is the one like putting it together. I was reading.
Huh. Interesting. We actually played some shit like this in the I wonder what the tickets are going for on that, by the way. That Black Sabbath.
I don't know.
That could be crazy. That could be crazy.
How good is it going to be, though, you know? I mean, like, and what will be the last song they play? Black Sabbath, you know?
Oh, the very last. Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question.
Of course it is, Mike.
What's up, Zero?
Of course it's a great question.
Yeah, like what were the very last song? You think it's got to be Black Sabbath? I mean, it's
You would think. I mean, it could be something just
could
random.
be Planet Caravan.
We're talking about just out of nowhere. Could be Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top. I mean, you never know with those guys, right?
We actually paid a little tribute here in what we played, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. Soft Machine founding member Mike Radledge died on this past Wednesday.
That's a shame.
Yeah. A quote from John Etheridge says, the guitar player, he said, Mike was the backbone of Soft Machine in the early years and a man with an incredibly incisive mind, a marvelous composer and keyboardist. That's fucking awesome. He was 81 years old, had a brief illness, and just fucking croaked out this week. So we played a little Soft Machine. We'll get to that here in a little bit. But Paranoid is always the last song they play. Interesting.
Okay.
Huh.
Care to wager?
Oh, I wonder if that'll have a prop bet. Speaking about tickets, I recently got tickets for Government Mule and Tedeschi Truck this September. Hell yeah, that'd be a good show.
Tedeschi Truck. They're pretty cool, huh? That's Susan, Derek Trucks and Susan Tedeschi, whatever you said. Right?
It's Leather Tuscadero. You got it.
No, that'd be good.
Charlie's a big fan. Charlie's a big fan.
She's a great guitar player.
Sure. Here's some shit. You know, we're actually watching some over in the alcove earlier, actually the last couple of weeks. I'm a big Godzilla fan. I'm a big Godzilla VHS collector. And the original movie soundtrack, the original Godzilla, waxwork. This is the reason I bring it to attention, not the fact that it got reissued, because we talked about Godzilla film soundtrack reissues before. This is a Waxwork Records 70th anniversary. She was released in '54.
How come they didn't put Raymond Burr on the cover?
Because he wasn't in the original.
Yeah, Japanese.
No. The original, here it was called Attack of the Monsters, I believe. In Japan, it was just called Godzilla. We rearranged it.
I thought he was in the Japanese version.
I don't think so. I don't know. I think they redid that for America, unless I'm fucking trolling.
I think I think it was the same one.
Somebody correct me.
Passage to Istanbul.
But anyway, you know, if Waxwork does it, it's going to be some dope shit. This is something that really fucking tripped my trigger, and it really really fucking Gojira didn't have Raymond Burr.
Thanks, Wizard. That
Give me Five Finger Death Punch instead. Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
Well, you were saying.
But look at this cover. Look at this cover here.
Godzilla. I thought you liked Godsmack.
I ran to this cover and I was, oh shit. And I think I may have ran across these guys before, but Demon Bitch.
Yeah.
They're out of Detroit. This is like a newer band. This is like new modern US power metal shit. This is the first record they released. I want to say it was from like 2016 or something like that. I'm just throwing darts. But this one also got this one got reissued today from Gates of Hell. Also, their original first EP also got reissued, which I didn't grab a graphic for. But this shit sounds like it's straight out of '84, like US power metal. The singing is kind of weird. The riffs are like, holy shit, this is straight out of '80. And the singing's good, but it's a little off-putting. Let me change that. I could see how it would be a little off-putting for some people. I kind of enjoyed it personally. But yeah, check out if you like that old '80s metal shit. Here's a modern band that's really doing it pretty well. Demon Bitch. Check this shit out. Give it a stream. Gates of Hell Music. Thank you, Scotty.
What do you say?
He dropped a link to their Bandcamp. Here's an interesting one. I don't know why. Maybe the cover kind of grabbed me, and the name of the band, or I don't know what the fuck. But I looked into this a little bit today. This is a little bit of a wild card. I'm not going to throw the graphic.
Okay.
Facts, Wish Defense. It's on Trouble in Mind Records. It's this is what it says: post-rock, experimental, avant-garde. I'm like, all right, surely. So I checked it out. The interesting thing about this record is it's the very last album engineered by Steve Albini.
Oh, wow.
2 days were recorded at Electrical Audio in May of 2024 before Steve's untimely passing. And then the engineer, Sanford Parker, stepped in to finish the last 24-hour session. And then longtime collaborator John Congleton mixed the album as Albini would have, using his notes from the session to do this. And I jammed a good bit of this today, and it's good. It's weirdo. It's not super noisy. It's just more experimental avant-garde stuff. But that's interesting. That's the very last thing that Steve Albini fucking touched right there. And it's worth a listen, man. Especially if you like that kind of vibe.
Sure.
It's really good stuff.
Cool, man.
I had to drop this, and I was actually going to play some tonight. It's I think it actually dropped in December, so I may have missed this. But I'm a big Mitch Murder fan. It's a collaboration with Mitch Murder and Pizza Hotline, DJ Pizza Hotline, who's a UK producer. I've seen DJ Pizza Hotline before. I've seen that name, but I don't know the music. But of course I know Mitch Murder. I fucking love Mitch Murder. And this is delivering 3 gigantic tracks each for this Anti-Gravity Tournament album, now available as a limited edition LP. Inspired by the classic Wipeout video game series, which I fucking love. Yeah. High energy boosted album transports listeners to the futuristic world of anti-gravity racing. This is the best description. Tracks of fast-paced, atmospheric jungle, thunderous breaks, and liquid drum and bass. You know, I love Mitch Murder, and he's known for being just a fantastic modern synthwave producer. Sure. This is much more of a classic, like, drum and bass jungle record. But I still liked it a lot. I thought it was really good.
German bass?
Yeah, German bass, correct. And the cover even looks like Wipeout and shit. So it's
looks like a video game.
Boost Mobile, where you at? Yeah, it was a fun listen, man. I enjoyed it.
Cool. It's pretty awesome.
It's not. Dude. I don't like. Did I like it as much as like the classic Mitch Murder synthwave stuff? No. Yeah. And I don't listen to a lot of drum and bass anymore. But I had a good time listening to that today. Like, I didn't skip very much of it. Right. All the stuff I listened to, I was digging. So, you know, it is what it is. Great to put on the background while you're doing something else, you know what I mean? Sure. Gaming. Sure. Obviously, a great album for gaming. Yeah. Here's a little bit of a wild card, Jay. We like to drop a little wild card every now and then.
Every week.
Right down that sideline. Cover grabbed me. Not gonna lie.
Is that a scorpion? What is that thing?
I don't know. The name of the album or name of the band is Squid.
That's a squid, I guess, right?
I don't know, maybe a
baby squid.
Whatever. The name of the album is Cowards from Squid. But what drew me in, apart from the cover, is the fact that it's on Warp Records. And Warp Records, you know, everybody knows Warp Records, especially in the 90s, UK. They released all the fucking like Aphex Twin stuff, like all that stuff back in the day. That was, I mean, it was if it was 90s electronica, if you were on Warp, you were like king shit of Turd Mountain. But this is actually a band, and this is the tags that Bandcamp uses for it: alternative country, indie, kraut pop, post punk, psychedelic punk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it really is, it's weird. I don't know. These guys have released a couple of records. They formed in 2016 as an instrumental jazz band and eventually have come around to this kind of weird shit that they call Squid.
Sure.
And I really enjoyed this one today as well.
Squid,
very weird stuff. And it goes in a bunch of different directions. Mm-hmm. Definitely fantastic for like a little late night listen.
Yeah.
After a little bit of the old papaya, you know what I'm saying? You hit some papaya, you fucking roll this record on your disc player of sorts. You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
You have that stamp of approval from me. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
But it's worth checking out. Maybe it's not. Maybe you don't want to buy the record, but maybe give it a Bandcamp. Bam, bam. Let's get a little what we play, Jay.
Let's do it.
Bam. Right off the rip, mostly because I didn't want to fucking forget, and we like to.
Sure.
We like to start the program with a.
Oh, my finger's bleeding.
Your fingers bleeding from the Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
I think that'd be considered a problem.
I've got a pretty gnarly cut on my finger.
Can we not?
And so, let me check these white ones here.
Nope. Let's not get any blood on anything. We
Where's
like
your cube cream at? You getting cube polish?
We like to start the program with a jazz record, and this is sort of a jazz record. It's sort of a psych record. It's sort of a weirdo record, and it's what we were talking about earlier. We lost the organ player from Soft Machine, so I pulled out Soft Machine 6. This is one of the ones, unfortunately, my kitty cat got to the spine of.
Oh boy!
To tear up the record. Yeah, it tore up the record.
Oh boy!
Tore up the spine.
Yeah. What year is this?
It's not ideal. 73, I believe.
Oh boy!
I can't see that. Don't ask me things.
Kitty.
Soft Machine. The only Soft Machine I have 6 and I have 7, and they're both relatively OGs. I don't know if they're exactly OGs, but I've never went out and got like the represses of like the first couple and shit, which are people would say were marginally better than some of this later stuff. But this stuff is, I think, I've got 6 and 7, and I love those. I love those
I don't really know
a
much
lot.
about Soft Machine.
Well, they didn't play on a Kiss record, so that's why you don't know what the fuck they are.
True.
Fuck. Oh yeah, this was actually this was left on the other table from a little session I had by myself after you left last Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's a 7-inch I picked up recently. It's a Helms Ali and Who I Love and Ladder Devils split I picked up from Brutal Panda Records, and I actually played side B or 2 tonight, which is the Ladder Devils, and didn't know jack fuck about them. 100% bought this for the Helms Ali track, and Ladder Devils, fucking incredible band.
Okay.
Don't know much about them, but really dug this. And this was I want to say it's like a 2013 record that they put out, and I guess Brutal Panda, like, they found some like in their back stock, and they were like, we got like 20 left of these. We found them, like, blah blah blah. And I think this one was a special edition, like a club thing or some kind of like mail order or something.
Bro.
But yeah, what's up, Trish?
That'll put you asleep right there.
Take a drink every time Mike says fuck. Holy shit, that's gonna be. Sorry, I'm sorry. I should watch it.
You said it again.
I know. I should watch it. I should watch it. But watch it. But yeah, that's a great read. That I kind of took a
I'll
blind.
say it instead. Fuck.
All right. There we go. Attaboy.
Fuck.
Attaboy. But nah. That 7-inch is something I used to pad my order out to get to $100, so that would be free shipping.
Okay.
Because I could pay 80 for the initial the ones I bought, and then pay shipping just to get those, or I could like up it and get a couple of 7-inches. And
Yeah, that's what I did with my throat protector.
Jay's going to be an umpire this year.
I did that with a throat protector for my mask.
And he's starting to get equipment in. You got a chest protector?
Got one today. Got a chest protector and a mask in today.
Jay's legit going to be an umpire.
And I ain't taking no shit off anybody.
All right, attaboy. Attaboy.
I'm coming.
There goes the chip sponsor. I'm
coming
man.
for coaches. What? Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll clean it up for them.
We'll clean it up. We'll work on it. New Year's resolution.
We'll go G if we have to.
Go G?
PG has cursing.
I like a PG-13.
That's a lot of cursing.
There's some light petting in that. I've not pulled this out in a while. 10 Drum from Japan. Scotty sent that first Japan record with the guy's big ass head on it. I loved it, and so when I saw this in my local little digging spot several years ago, I picked it up, and it's great. 80s synth pop.
So I know
wave.
nothing about this. Did these folks have a Radiohead at all? Because it sounds like something you hear on the radio in the 80s.
I bet Bill would know before anybody. Did Japan have a radio hit? Surely there's something.
Because it's got that sound to it. I mean, like, right in the pocket of
588-2300 umpire.
Oh God! Oh, yeah, I get it. Who said that? Who said that?
Wiz.
Wizard. Very
Wiz.
clever.
The Wiz. He's the Wiz. Speaking of fantastic VCLTs, one of the best VCLTs I ever got in my whole life from our pal Nebulous Prowler.
Oh, you're forever indebted.
Forever indebted. Devil's Witches. Velvet Magic. This was this record is absolutely incredible. Is, and it's got some interesting things on the. There's some images on here we can't show, but
it's pretty bad.
yeah, if you open up the,
We definitely want to get a chip sponsor showing that.
well, pencil.
That's why I said PG. You know.
Well, that's a 13.
Or if you wanted like
a
those,
nice 13.
or if you wanted something from that company, Pussy Chips.
Oh, the one that we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. But that's that record right there. Holy shit, man! It's been a little bit since I pulled that out, so it's one of those I have to kind of like watch myself. I'm like, all right, because if there's a few records that if you just let me, I'll probably pull out every week. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those. Little Johnny Guitar Watson.
That's a good mix-up.
Oh, little grown man record night, just absolute staple from back in the day.
That's a staple, all right.
Oh man, it's an early record night staple. Bought this really early on when I started collecting records again, like 2010, I'd say 2010, 2011.
Yeah. He's the one that died playing the guitar, right?
That's the legend. That may or may not be true, but I've told that story so many times that it's another one where the Cats tore the effing spine up. It's funny I'm pulling cat records now, but yeah, he at least had a heart attack on stage, and then died or something.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to.
But I think the legend was because he's got this song called "Ain't That a Bitch."
You know, somebody marked this too with the good songs and the bad songs on the back.
Really?
With a pencil, yeah.
Huh.
Might be a radio station cut. No, it had a tag on it. Interesting.
Yeah. Where's Zonkman at?
I think he's asleep.
All right, I'll just make sure I'm not going to mess this up. Zonkman pulled this out. This is a CD I had back in the day, and actually, Jay and I I don't think Full Band Pork Chop played this, but me and Jay definitely jammed Popular from Not a Surf. Was this 95? It's got to be 95. Year I graduated high school. Yeah, I love this record. I don't own any Not a Surf on vinyl. I've had some digital stuff, and back in the day, I had this on CD and wore it out. I really, really like this record, and I thought Popular was a fucking killer song.
Yeah,
weird, kind of quirky, sounds kind of crazy and shit.
Yeah, they were a little different, huh?
But most of their stuff doesn't sound like that.
No, well, I thought it did.
No, they're just good like indie rock stuff. That one's like kind of the wild card of the bunch, which sounds. I mean, it's got kind of like a Butthole Surfers kind of like weird tinge to that.
By the way, you were right about Johnny Guitar Watson.
What? Died on stage?
Well, he died at the hospital, but he had
a heart attack on stage. Well, no, but the legend, and he has a song called "Ain't That a Bitch." Ain't that a bitch?
It was told the song actually.
No. But I've heard when he collapsed and they came and ran out to him, he said, "Ain't that a bitch?" and then kind of like collapsed.
Yeah,
that's the legend.
They told the song he was playing. Superman Lover.
And there was some talk in this particular studio a couple of weeks ago about because I think on one of the VHS tapes I had playing, there was some stuff recorded off of television that it had Streets of Fire, and what I'm a big fan of Streets of Fire, and I was like, it was really always gets connected with Eddie and the Cruisers, and a lot of people get them confused.
Great movie.
They get them confused. I've actually never seen Eddie and the Cruisers. You guys start talking about the fucking soundtrack.
Well, spoiler, he dies in the end.
Well, you guys are talking about the soundtrack, saying it's all good. Zonkman, you said you can't find it. Zonkman says, I got it
somewhere, yeah, I just can't.
Zonkman brings it over. What are we doing?
It's one of the best things I've heard in a while.
What are we playing?
Listen, anytime you've got Tom Berenger on the keys.
Tom Berenger is not on this album.
And Matthew Lawrence on bass.
From Gimme a Break?
No, different Matthew Lawrence.
This is not Tom Berenger.
It is, on playing the keys. Tickling the ivories, as they say in Hollywood. See, there he is right there. In front of the keyboard. That's probably that's not a Hammond. What a banger, huh?
No.
Zonkman keeps his records so nice and clean.
Yeah.
Such a nice record, Zonkman.
Thank you, Trish. Thank you for that.
That's got to be a $30 record, right?
Yeah, we got 30 people watching us. Hit that like button. What do you hate us?
And Eddie is the main actor in Streets of Fire? Are you serious?
Maybe that's why it gets confused. Yeah. Yeah, the guy on
Michael
the cover.
Puree? That's his guy's name, the actor's name.
Puree?
Yeah.
His name's Puree?
Yeah, he's married to Candace Cameron Puree.
I would never mind.
Oh, you
No.
Candace her Cameron? Are you Puree her Cameron? No, what about Michael Cameron?
Who?
Michael J. Cameron, her brother.
So I had to redeem
With 2 R's.
I had to redeem the stream's credibility after that. So I pulled out some fucking little bit of that sizzling.
Michael Puree, yeah. Well, there you go, Scotty.
Down in Flames from Warish. This is off the Ride and Easy label.
This is appropriate. Down in Flames.
Come on, what are we doing?
Just had a violent plane crash last week, which we lost a ton of figure skaters in.
Yes. This is Riley Hawk's band. Riley Hawk, Tony Hawk's son. And it's a very punky, noisy, grungy record that a lot of people compare to, like, you can tell the influence from like Nirvana's Bleach on this a lot. Okay. You can hear the punk rock in that, but you can hear you hear Melvin's a little bit, but I hear like Bleach homage, which I'm okay with.
It's a little heavier.
I wonder, it's noisier. That's why it's a little rougher around the
Heavier
edges.
guitars for sure.
Yeah. Wait, Mikey didn't like the Eddie and the Cruiser soundtrack for real?
Hey, okay, like that's straight up early Bruce Springsteen, which I know you love Bruce Springsteen.
No, I don't. I don't like Bruce Springsteen.
Like, listen to like the first few Springsteen. That's Eddie and the Cruiser soundtrack right there. Who copied who?
I don't know, dude.
Tom Berenger.
I know Rick Derringer.
Yeah.
And I know Keith Hernandez.
Rick Derringer played guitar though. Really underrated guitar player, that Rick Derringer guy.
Finished it off, and I owe Wiz some Fletch soundtrack because we didn't get to it. He cashed in some banana bugs.
We got it queued.
So we got it queued for the first coming out of the program tonight, but finished it off with a little Tobacco. Fucked Up Friends. Love Tobacco. Picked this up this past year. Tobacco, for those that don't know, also involved with a project initially called Black Moth Super Rainbow. Fantastic. I always say, because you know I'm a big Boards of Canada fan, I feel like it's got the same vibe as Boards of Canada, like with the, not the same vibe. It's got the same instrumentation, but imagine if Boards of Canada, you're on Quaaludes, this is that same instrumentation on speed. It's much more up-tempo than that, but it's got the same synth.
I've never done Quaaludes, man.
The same synth.
I don't know. How are Quaaludes? I've never done
Kind of sound.
Tell me what they're like.
I'm not a Quaalude guy.
You used to do a lot of Molly.
No.
Yeah, I heard about you.
No. I like to give back rubs.
Dude, I knew a guy that grew meth in high school.
Big meth farm. Reginald. Hey, that's what we played.
That was killer, bro. That Eddie and the
Killer
Cruisers,
stat,
though, was
bro.
just-
Killer.
Eddie and the Cruisers just topped it off.
Let me launch that fucking marbles.
If somebody's got some banana bucks for that next week, we might keep it around, huh? I might see how many I got. I got to have a lot accrued by now.
A lot of what, bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend so much time watching the show.
I'm gonna start.
You're not a.
No, I'm gonna start watching it live on my phone. Just set my phone over there during the show, and then
Do you
in a couple months, I'm gonna cash them in for Eddie and the Cruisers.
Do you have Amazon Prime, Jay?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Are you a subscriber to the channel?
It's not easy. There's a lot of work to it.
Baloney.
There's a lot of work to it. It's like a three-step process.
You wouldn't give this
Not for those people because it's
your own
really easy.
show.
No, for them it's really easy though. Like they should do it. Everybody with an Amazon account should do it. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of steps for me to do it.
And I'm telling you.
So I'm paying.
I'm telling you, that's grade A horse.
What is Amazon? $12.99 a month now.
That's horse.
So I'm paying $12.99 a month just to put back in my own pocket. What's the point? I can to put less in my own pocket. So I don't see all that.
No, I'm just telling you. You could just click a couple of buttons.
Better I'll saving my money.
And support the channel. Or you can literally do nothing you can continue to do nothing. That's all I'm
Let's do
saying.
a shot.
Let's do a shot. I got to pee anyway. Tell them a story, Jay.
I don't have one. Nothing really exciting happened this week. I'll talk about. So I'm getting into umpiring. And this is no lie. I'm doing it to make a little extra money, at nights and weekends or whatever. And it's something I've kind of in the back of my mind, and this is 100% true. I wanted to do for years. Because but the thing is, Major League Baseball is trying to phase umpires out, and I'd say for probably 10 to 15 years, my kind of quiet dream has been to go to the umpiring camps, like the scouting camps they have to hire umpires down in Florida, but they're really expensive, and you're not guaranteed a job because they have 60 guys fight for 3 positions kind of thing, and so it's small odds, but. What level? So I'm doing. They said they'd start me at middle school baseball, is where I'll start, and I don't know if it's a 1-man or a 2-man operation, but I am officially certified as of 48 hours ago to do high school in the state of North Carolina. I passed my high school exam, so I think I told.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Grab that.
Did I tell you I passed my exam a couple nights ago?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I passed my exam, and I'm officially a certified high school baseball umpire in North Carolina. So I'm gonna be working some high school games too, most likely, probably later in the season.
Sorry, I didn't do this. Exclamation point play.
And so I'm looking forward to it though.
You want on?
No.
Okay.
I'm a little bit nervous about it, honestly. I can't freak myself out.
Yeah, that's something.
It's kind of unlike me to do something like this too. Did you hear me talking about though it's been my goal, my dream for 15 years, kind of on some quiet dream to go down to umpire camp down in Vero Beach, Florida, to try out to become a major league umpire. Yeah. But then after having a kid, because it's like being in a band, basically. They start you out in the minors, and you're going around. No, you got groupies and everything. No, not like that.
You're right. It's just like being in a band.
No, like the tour schedule. You're in a different city every couple nights. You're never home, and so with the kid, that's hard. So.
You die in a hotel room alone. Let's do the shot. Yeah. Hey, who else is drinking out there? What's going on there, buddy? I don't think we've run this track before as a community because we don't have a track leader on this. So this is a freshie here.
This looks like a Vegas kind of feel to it, right?
It does have a Vegas kind of feel to it.
In honor of the Super Bowl, right?
Got a meaty, beefy feel to it.
Surely. Is anybody gonna watch the big game on Sunday?
Okay. Give everybody just a couple of seconds to get their fucking ass in here.
Are you gonna bet? We should bet.
I thought about it, man.
I just don't want to go through the process of having to sign up though.
That's all the problem.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't want to game by my.
We should
card
bet each other.
information.
We should bet every play.
We could do a
For a
little
penny?
monetary. Well, we could do a couple bucks or something.
All right, let's get in here.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right. Here we go. Let's run this shit.
Let's see if the Zong Man can do a 3-peat.
That's
you won
right.
Two, you won
Zongman's
2 in a row. You won last week, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know also, after looking at that, I beat the
Track
second place. Yes, when I beat the track record, the second place person was the one who held the track record previously.
Wow.
Bill's Box of Sound last week, and then I forget who it was the week before that.
It's got a little Plinko vibe to it here.
Pretty cool.
I love how some of them have the Plinko vibe to them.
If
I like
lose-
this. Got the felt track. Oh, I love felt so much.
Oh yeah, felt feels really good.
If I lose, no 3-peat for the Chiefs.
Oh, okay. So if so we're saying that if Zonk wins this game, Nesvet, as you know him, wins this game, the Chiefs are going to win the game.
Oh wait,
He's calling it.
he's not far off.
This is like the puppy.
He's not
this is,
far
This is
off.
like just put the bowl out to see which one the
Dude,
dog goes.
he's in
to.
first.
He won. No, it's not over. I thought that was the finish right
He's
now.
in first, Aaron.
So Aaron, you might not want to.
Let's hold that fucking phone.
No, he's in second now. Scotty's in first. It says they're neck and neck though. They're necking. Oh no, Scotty's way ahead.
Let's hold that phone.
Oh, Nesvet just went off the.
It's split track racing here, though. Here we go.
Yeah,
Boom, boom,
but
boom, boom.
he's,
This is what's coming down to. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude.
He's got to
No
get through
shot.
this clean. He got to get through it clean.
Oh, Scotty.
Now he got held up.
Who gets held up here, though?
Ding dong, ding dong.
Damn.
Ding, dong.
Scotty just rolling through there like he's got a mission.
Yeah, it's like he's going to do it.
Oh!
So it knocks him off the board. Right?
Oh! Oh!
Bill got him at the end. So
Little snipage from Bill. We'll wait for the official results.
So unfortunately, the Eagles are going to win, is what the Marbles game's predicting. We should write this down every year. Write this down.
Well, normally we
we'll
do
predict the winner of the game.
Well, normally we do like the bands from the thing. We've traditionally done that, but we've already done Kansas City, Philadelphia.
It's a repeat, so nobody gives a shit.
That was fun back in the day, though. Man, those shows were long.
Bob Seger.
Who is like we did like a San Francisco? Who was the last time San Francisco?
Man,
put that?
Detroit would have been awesome.
Yeah. There was years we had stacks of records this big,
Yeah, San Francisco would have a lot.
and you'd be like Grateful Dead. That's a touchdown. That's 6 points.
Yeah.
And you'd be like,
Oh yeah. Who? won?
Quicksilver Messenger Service. That's a field goal.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Wow. Damn, said Zari Zonk, you got cocky. Holy shit.
Well, it's good to see him shake hands afterwards, though.
Code of honor.
Yeah.
We abide by the code of honor here on this program. I don't know. There's lots of other streams on the internet that maybe there's a lot of rogue shit that goes on.
I think Nesvet has something to say, though.
It's a code of honor here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's GG's across the board. That's why we got the
What were
fucking
the
emotes.
odds? Did they give you odds in that
We
game?
should start playing some bets on marbles.
I mentioned that. We need to have a season-long series.
Yeah, but it's cooler when I mention it.
A season series would go hard. Do it for like 3 months.
Yeah, there's a way to set up a season with your community, but I never remember it until we're actually playing marbles on Friday. It's not Tuesday afternoon, and I'm thinking about marbles.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into a little dig of the week action. Got a stoke for this one. This is a nice little dig of the, and we all got stuff.
I got fun stuff.
We all got stuff. We all got butt stuff. Butt stuff. So are you gonna start, Jay?
I can. Yeah. How many do you have?
Quattro.
Okay. So I was going through the vaults earlier tonight and came across
Vulcans?
the vault.
Okay.
tonight, otherwise known as the Garage of Crap.
I thought you were going to say Garage of Christ, which would be a great band
That
name.
too, yeah.
Somebody write that down.
And I knew I've got what's it called? A laundry basket of VHS tapes.
I was going to say a blood sugar problem.
Well, I too. It crashed while I was on the Zam today. Let's go to the store.
I doubt that.
I just ate 3 honey buns in like 12 minutes.
That's not a crash. You're not crashing with that. Going into shock,
I
maybe.
shit myself. Yeah, I shit myself.
All right. That's.
They could smell it from on the other bench.
You all right, bro?
Anyway, so I was going through my VHS tapes, and I found a couple of VHS tapes, and these are donations to the program.
Oh,
So,
okay. All right.
So I found an OG Batman.
Okay. I actually don't own this.
Yeah, no, I think we've talked about it, and great movie. My favorite Batman whatsoever.
Yeah, probably mine too, honestly.
Michael Keaton is Batman, and
Hell yeah.
yeah, and so we have a slew of old tapes when I was a kid, like the off the television kind of stuff.
What is this?
What? Oh,
It did this last week. It looks like it's zoomed in, but it's not.
oh yeah, yeah. So this is one we had in our cache. This is the Cross and the Switchblade,
Oh.
Police Academy,
Whoa.
and Flash. It's all in the same.
Wow. Has it got
VHS
commercials?
tape. Probably not.
Probably no commercials.
But my dad even marked the time on it for you, so you can go to the
Wow.
exact. Yeah, that's my dad's handwriting from. That'd be 80, probably 85, 86, maybe.
I have Police Academy on VHS, but I think Mold got to it, so that's actually it's over there.
So there you go. And then lastly, I figured this has zero meaning, and I know nothing about the movie, but I brought it to you so you can have the shell.
oh yeah.
So that is a straight out of the Hollywood Video, never returned bin.
oh, you kept it?
Yeah, we had a few like that. We never. And that's Miami Hustle. I think my dad rented it and never returned it.
Is that a Eddie Griffin movie?
No.
Who's in Miami Hustle?
So I guess I've got a tidbit about this, and that's actually got the tag on the.
Oh yeah, it's got the.
So my dad rented this in the 90s, like I'd say 95, 94.
Yeah.
And I think he just forget. My dad's he's not a dishonest person. He just forgot to return.
Well, I don't know.
It got misplaced. So this was in our, armoire with our television for a long time, and I thought this might be a porno, and I was like really worried that like something.
It'd be some like German scat,
Yeah,
like weird
but
shit.
Hollywood Video, though, I thought maybe not, but they had a room, I think, at Hollywood Video.
No,
They didn't?
I don't think they had a room. They're too corporate.
Okay. But anyway, I was afraid it was going to be a porno, and my parents were gone one day. This was like when I was like 16, 17 years old. They were gone, and I was home, and I put it in, and I was afraid what was going to happen. But it turns out it's a B movie with starring Kathy Ireland. It's like one of her only like movie roles.
Yeah, Aaron says came out in '96, and then he
Okay.
said, "Oh shit, it's got Kathy."
Yeah,
Ireland."
so it's like Kathy Ireland in a leading role.
Wow.
It's not nothing bad. I mean, it's kind of a romantic comedy, got a little bit of drama in it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So I can't say much for this. It's kind of one of those oddball movies. You might like it over here. So
Sure.
yeah, I thought you might like this. And there's a lot more to come too when I can go through them.
Hell yeah.
So
I like tapes. All right, Zonk, you want to get up on this bitch?
Yeah.
This led to her furniture empire.
yeah, she lives in Thomasville now, I think. At Thomasville.
At the big chair.
And she lives right by the baseball stadium.
She's got a booth at the flea market up there. She sells her old tapes. Hey, we got tapes in the back for $6. All right, Zonkman's up in this mug.
All right, we're gonna hit it. Hey, we're awake. What's going on here? Yeah, man. Earlier the Tink took me for a walk.
Is that right? Oh, I tell her she don't do that shit with me.
Right. All right, we got some digs. We'll get to some digs. You
Hell
like
yeah.
digs?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start off with. I got some VCLT from the one and only Steve Carlson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Love Steve.
And how are you with your emo, man? The used.
Oh, yeah. I don't know much about them.
I forget what this is, like 2002, 2003, something like that.
Yeah. They have a hit.
I couldn't tell you what it is now. I did recognize one song off of that.
Okay.
I definitely recognize the cover.
That's a nice thick. Jeez.
Oh, it's 2 LPs.
Yeah.
Reissue. Slamming. Now this I was not familiar with, but this is more in line
Michael familiar?
with Grown Man Record Night. This is ODA.
Okay.
This is a Riding Easy reissue of some 70s hard rock heavy
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Okay. Hell yeah. This one skipped me by. When did they do this?
Either last year or 2023.
Very
I think
cool.
it might have been 23 because it was 1973.
Yeah, I was
this.
I was keeping up with a lot of the Rod and Easy stuff. I mean, like I was like religious with it, and like what was the one that's got the race car going on the track in black and white? Ice something.
Oh yeah.
That was the '70s hard and heavy. Of course, they do the compilations, the Brown Acid series, but I think from some of that sparked like, oh, we could actually do like whole albums from some of these, including that Randy Holden, the Population 2 over here. But yeah, what's that called? Ice.
I can't.
It's gonna drive me crazy. But
yeah.
But yeah, so it's on that same kind of tip. That's great. That's fantastic.
And then we've got. Let's save that. Let's see. You'd actually talked about this. It's been a while now. Slow Mosa, Tundra Rock,
Oh yeah.
Norwegian Stoner. No, yes, Norway, Norwegian Stoner.
Yeah.
It came out. I don't know, late 2024, something like that.
Did you order this?
I did,
Okay.
and yeah, man, it's good stuff.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember sampling this. Is this one I was like, hey, I think this is
Yeah.
one you would like?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it was definitely on your what came out.
Yeah.
Whatever week that was, it came out.
Fuck, call me Peter Jennings, man. I'm just losing it up.
Now
Losing it.
this, in fact, I'm probably gonna take this out of the sleeve. This is something I found out through, I guess you'd call it, Metal Theologians. Well, like Honey Hole, he didn't want to give up there for a second with
Oh
the
yeah, sure.
Cosmic Peddler. But I was actually rolling through the Cosmic Peddler and I stumbled across this. The artwork's kind of
Sorry, I
No, that's
thought
fine.
we stopped fucking playing music here.
Stone Kind,
Huh.
Hollow Ground.
I like that.
And these cats are from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
What?
And the label's like freaking Holland or something.
No way.
The Electric Spark label, that's like Holland.
No way. Like, when did this come out?
Last year also, probably like March or April, but yeah.
And they're from Winston-Salem.
Yep.
Wow. Are they still, like, based out of Winston-Salem?
I only can assume so.
Wow.
It's not like I tried to contact them through Bandcamp or anything to be like,
Ice, the Ice Age. Yeah, good call. Good calls. What's up, Sean? Hell yeah. Have you jammed that quite a bit?
yes, this is good. This is
Right on.
good. And this was, some stoner list they put. It's in the top 50 albums of 2024 or something.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So yeah.
That's crazy from Winston-Salem, man.
Yeah. And that's how
That's
I
right
found
down
out
the
about
road from
Winston-Salem.
here. Just folks that maybe aren't hip to the skip.
Right, yeah. And the Zonk Man resides in Winston-Salem. And that's all I have for Dig of the Week. Couple
yes.
of Stoner and some VCLT.
So I was, like I said, my digs come from when me and Carl went to that punk rock flea market. And I got these from our pal Harley, who was, I don't know, the 7 inches were definitely for somebody else. Then he was like watching the booth. The guy got like sick and had to leave, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll watch your shit or whatever." And so I was like, for the 7 inches, the guy was like, he's like, the guy's got like 3 on them each, but like, now I'll do 2 for $5 or whatever. So I'm like, all right.
Right.
So, and I didn't know any of these bands. So I'll tell you, like the first one here. This is something called Unforeseen Disasters. And this is I don't know why that fucking moved. God damn it. This is a compilation from '94. Most of this shit's like fucking 90s hardcore stuff. It's a 90s hardcore compilation. But there's a reason I bought this. Let me see. Or maybe there's not. This one may just have been a shot in the dark. Because I was trying to come up with like 2 for $5, so I wanted to do like in multiples of 2.
Right. So you...
It just looked cool. This one just looked cool. This is out of Savannah, Georgia. Passive Fist, got a P.O. box.
Oh, is it down there? What's that damn record store that's...
Says this record sells for $3 postpaid in North America. I love how the old punk rock records will be like, this is how much this record costs. Don't pay more for this.
Right.
There's another one I got that says, don't pay more than $3 for this record. It's fucking awesome.
What was it? Communist bastards?
What's that?
No, what is it? Oh, blown apart bastards. What's that?
This one just looked. It looked cool. I just kind of took a stab. I think this was just kind of a filler. But all of these I listened to last week in a little 45 set of my own, and I really dug this. Unforeseen Disasters, 94, I think I said. My fucking shit just keeps fucking going backwards and shit. All right, man, this cover. This immediately drew me in. Suburban Propane.
Mountain
Look,
Dew.
7 fluid inches. So look how they got the that's fucking great. Dant, Suburban Propane, Ocean Boulevard, Submaniac, Get Down on it. Oh, recorded June 16th, 1990 at Duck Key Studio in Raleigh, North Carolina. Mixed and mastered by Jerry Key. It's on Unseen Records out of Wilmington, North Carolina. That's where Carl lives. So, yeah, I think this one had a little... maybe it didn't. But I've jammed it. This is great, too. This is also... It's a hardcore record. Yeah, when I looked them up, it just says U.S. hardcore punk band from Wilmington, North Carolina. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on here.
It's Killer was recorded in Raleigh, so that's local band. That's local stuff.
Yeah, almost all of this I got is pretty damn local, that's what made me scoop it, and it's even better because I buy a lot of, especially if you're just like 90s hardcore. I mean, I know a few of the staples, but I'm not that versed in all that world. But I take a lot of chances on a lot of stuff based on cool covers and song titles that are real weird and edgy or whatever. But even better when I look down and it's like, oh fuck, this is in my state.
Right.
So sure. This is another one. Eagle Bravo. The Kids Are Not All Right. The cover kind of looped me in right there. This is on Crunchy Music Records. When I scroll down to look at this, Eagle Bravo was one of the best bands you've never heard. Straight out of Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, damn.
So that's here. That's here. It's comprised of members of the band Rights Reserved. Came to a halt in 97. Yeah, this one was out. I don't remember what year this is, but it's 90s. Oh wait, here it is, 96. Kids are not all right, and you can see right there on the back, Spring Garden Street, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh wow!
Also, this is a fucking killer record, killer fucking punk record. Sure, just took a stab on it.
Eagle Bravo.
This one, I don't know where these guys are from exactly. It's called, hang on, let me see, because I can't ever see this. Divide and Conquer. And I don't know why. I do know why I bought this. This is on Ginger something records. Oh yeah, right there. It says care of Nate Tarr, Guilford College. It's also Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh wow!
It says Greensboro, North Carolina on it. But the first song was called Cops Courts Bonfire. That's what drew me in. Before I saw that was like local. Cop Corpse Bonfire. The next song is called Immigration Equals Masturbation.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. That's the one that says pay no more than $3 for this record right there. But when I looked it up, it said this. A lot of these are. It's pressed in France, I guess. It says. Oh, that's when I hit the space bar. It goes all the way down. It said recorded. Members are from Greensboro and Edinburgh, Scotland.
Maybe they were here at the college or something.
Well, it says recorded summertime '97 at Studio 5 in the lovely countryside of Trinity, North Carolina. Trinity is a rural community about 5 minutes from here. Or maybe 10 minutes from
Right,
here.
at best.
Like that Trinity High School was my high school's rival. Let's put it that way. It's right down the fucking road. I don't know if you guys remember Fluffhead. Fluffhead's lovely wife. Like she went to Trinity High School. Yeah. So yeah, I picked these. These were so I got these for $10. These were 2 for $5. I got 4. $2. Let me catch up on chat here. Jerry West or Jerry Rice? I got to go Jerry Rice on that. You've got an Inhumanity album? Hell yeah. Discord Records used to press theirs in France too. Right on. And the other thing, I don't know if this is from Harley or not, but this has been on my radar for a long time, and I've passed over like a bunch of reissues and whatever. And for me, it's like dig of the week because in spite of a little like some cover wear, maybe a little like water damage, or I don't know, but it's the Incredible Shrinking Dickies. And I've been looking for this Dickies record for a while. I'm not looking for it because it's not that tough to find or whatever, but turns out this is a US OG on the fucking
Hell yeah. On yellow wax.
yeah, 1979 I believe, on the yellow wax. And the record sounds pretty fucking good, and the covers just kind of beat a little bit. I mean, if you're a stickler, you know, you see where it's kind of ripped right there. But they had $12 on this. And then at the end of the day, Harley, because he's a fucking homie, he knocked that to 10. He made this 10, and just give me 20 for the whole stack. And that's only $2 off, but sure, that's great.
Yeah.
He was already giving me a break on the
Killer.
45s.
Yeah.
And then he gave me, he's like, just make it a $20-bucker. So yeah. So I finally got this Dickies record I've been looking for, and all of these 45s, I've played all of them off stream, and I love every single one of them. And the fact that it's local, and this stuff that like a lot of people don't fucking have, even cooler. Even cooler. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Dickies are awesome. OG on the Yellow Wax, yeah. For real, man. For real.
Let's do
Like
some
I
of
said,
these too.
like you wouldn't think that was a thing, but it was.
Cha-cha-pow. What's next, man? Oh man, we got some killer. Oh yeah, that was Dig of the Week.
That was Dig It Away. We'll take us a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with a little so to speak, chip chat action. We got some good stuff.
New Orleans inspired.
Okay, Shirley for the
Yeah.
Stupid Bowl.
The big game.
We'll be right back.
Grown Man Reckon ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
At Wegmans, around-the-clock holiday shopping is especially easy with savings on Wegmans fresh turkeys, just 89 cents a pound, and Tavern brand whole boneless hams, just $1.59 a pound. Standing rib roasts, first 5 ribs are just $2.99 a pound, and serve Highliner large white Gulf shrimp, a 1-pound bag, only $5.98. Merry Christmas from all of us at Wegmans, where fine food is a tradition.
Look, here he comes.
There's a super party animal. His name is Spud McKenzie.
Bud McKenzie.
A real hot night and a cold Bud Light puts him in a party frenzy.
He's Spuds McKenzie, Bud Light's original party animal.
That's Spuds. He is the party.
So go, Spuds, go!
A very important message from Burger King.
At this time, we'd like to offer our sympathy to McDonald's and Wendy's. You see, the Whopper beat the Big Mac for best taste overall among consumers of
That's
both
Elizabeth
burgers.
Shue,
In a
everybody, in the
similar
Burger
test,
King
we beat
commercial.
Wendy's
Look.
single. Now that may have surprised McDonald's and Wendy's. Well, so we just wanted to say, it's okay, guys. Winning isn't everything, but it sure is fun.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the information purification directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests, obeying contradictory laws. Unification of the laws is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Holy shit. And so, if you didn't notice, signs from that Wegmans ad, I believe all of those were Super Bowl commercials in their own right. And that fucking Macintosh ad there at the end, holy shit. That's a fucking Super Bowl ad. I missed that fucking vibe.
Really?
It was so weird and intense, and like, you imagine in 1984, you're sitting around with your parents watching the fucking Super Bowl and that commercial comes on. You know, where people are dancing around, singing about Pepsi Cola. You know, and then that commercial comes on with the fucking bald-headed fucking weirdos and the TV screen, and that's insane. I miss that, and you only got that vibe once a year. These monster commercials. And like, commercials are so great nowadays that you have Super Bowl commercials year round.
Right.
You have some cool kitschy things and like ideas that'll come out at Super Bowl, but used to, people couldn't afford that type of production unless it was a Super Bowl commercial. But now, you know, obviously it's easier to make a really super nice looking commercial. So it doesn't have that same gravitas that it used to back in the
it's
day.
not
And
as
I
big a deal.
really miss that. I really do. Because it was, I mean, I've been a pretty hardcore football guy my whole life, but even as a kid, I was so looking forward to the commercials, you know. But now, like, even a lot of the ones that are going to air on Sunday, they've already either been leaked or they're actually already running on certain platforms, or like they've previewed them on the fucking Today Show. There's none of that like smack you in the face, like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
Nothing's going to be edgy anymore.
Yeah.
Everything's all watered down for all the.
And I say that, I mean, I make TV commercials
pussies out there
for a living. Like, that's my bread and butter. And I'm pretty passionate about television commercials. So, you know, that's my fucking shit. And it sucks because I wish it was, I wish it felt like it did when you were a kid. But I can say the same thing about Christmas or going to the park or whatever. It all felt better when you were a kid. It's the bottom line.
Fucking whiner asses.
Yeah.
Why is this song been so negative tonight? I don't know.
Who the fuck are the Knutsons? All right, what are we doing? A little So to Speak. Shirley.
So to speak.
All right, So to Speak. So actually, I had a little something in the cachet, but you kind of came with something. And actually, speaking of this Super Bowl,
yes,
I'm actually a little curious as to the fact that maybe this would be something that, because I've not seen this before, and have you seen it before and just passed it up?
Yes.
Okay.
No. The product or a commercial?
Both.
I saw I wouldn't even call it a commercial. It was a quick on YouTube.
Okay. So I was wondering if maybe we'll see something about this particular soda on Sunday. It wouldn't surprise me if we ran across a commercial for this on Sunday and it's going to be like a thing. Maybe not.
Maybe what I saw was like a teaser type deal anyway.
Sure. So what do we have here?
It's a Pepsi Cola, 0 sugar, wild cherry, and cream.
So I'm a big There's a couple of things to unpack here. I grew up a Pepsi guy, right? We got the glass bottle Pepsis you take back every week and shit.
Right.
And then, like, as I got older and realized, like, you gotta, I'm a fat fuck by nature. Soda pop ain't doing me any fucking favors. So switch over to the diet sodas, right? And I realized, like, I don't even think it's worth a conversation, except for Stupid J. But Diet Coke is far superior to Diet Pepsi, traditionally, far superior. So I'm a Pepsi guy, but I'm a Diet Coke guy. I don't like Diet Pepsi much at all. But recently, Pepsi has come out, and we'll do this. I'm going to do this as a So to Speak one of these days because I've been drinking them a bunch. Pepsi 0 sugar, fantastic. It used to be Pepsi Max, and they dropped the caffeine.
Oh, no.
Yep.
You know what they dropped?
What?
That motherfucker used to have ginseng in it. They got tired of paying for the ginseng.
Oh, really?
Because that's why it was a max, because they were trying to do it as kind of like an energy deal.
It had 70 milligrams of caffeine. It was more than a Mountain Dew without the citric acid to rot your fucking teeth off. So it was a cola with a lot of caffeine, which is fantastic. But anyway, so I've always been kind of leery of the Diet Pepsi,
game.
Everything they've got. But I will say, I love a cherry Coke, and even a Coke Zero Cherry. Those are good. The Diet Pepsi cherries, or the 0 sugar cherries, are better than the Cokes. So much better. That's what made me go check out the other ones. So anyway, what we have here today is not only the 0 sugar wild cherry Pepsi, but it's plus cream. Yeah, we got cream, baby. Wild cherry and cream, 0 sugar, Pepsi.
Making those ladies cream in their panties.
Yeah, that was aggressive. All right, that's
What is wrong with me tonight?
Jesus Christ. Let's give this a shot.
All right.
Oh yeah, 100%. Diet pepper's pretty darn good. Yeah, dude, Sean, did you see the one we did last week?
Yeah.
There's another one out here called it's a 0 sugar Dr. Pepper blackberry.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Excellent.
I'm not even a blackberry guy. I'm more of a palm trio. These antiquated cellular technology jokes doing anything for anybody? I didn't think so. But this is good. It's got that vanilla. So it's a vanilla cherry Pepsi.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all still there. The Pepsi 0
It's all
sugar,
still there,
the cherry, the cream, nothing's like. It's a good cherry cream, but it's not over. It's not just.
I'll say this: this doesn't rock my world, but it's a very balanced soda.
Yeah.
The cola,
Most of yeah.
a third there. The cherry, a third. The cream, a third. Everything's right there. Boom, boom, boom. Balanced and equal.
Agreed 100%.
And I think maybe, I mean, if you had a super dank cream soda flavor that you could have put at like fucking 45%, would it have made it better? Maybe. But I also like the fact that it's balanced. There's nothing too crazy about it, but you still get that nice little kick of the vanilla cream. You still taste the cherry, and maybe they found through like testing that, like, you know, if you go too far in either direction, you drowned out the cherry, or you drowned out the cola, or you can drown out the vanilla. And you know, because I find a lot of those do that exact thing. That if it's like, even on like a chip, if it's chili lime, and you're like, oh cool, and you eat it, you're like, oh fuck, that's nothing but lime.
Right.
Where's the chili?
Right.
And then if it's so much chili, you're like, this is nothing but fucking chili. So like, I like that they've kind of balanced that out. I mean, it doesn't rock my socks off, but I think it's a solid soda.
Yeah.
It's a solid soda.
Most definitely.
Good stuff.
For fat people.
I'm drinking the Blackberry DP as we speak. That a boy, Bill. He's taking it right.
He said he had to get some after last week.
Bill's taking it right down the sideline. Oh, I caught a hanger, Sarge.
Now you're going to have to try out some wild cherry cream.
It's good. It's a good one. It's a good one. But I tell you, I've been buying. In fact, there's a full sixer in the ice box right now of the basic bitch Pepsi 0 sugar, which I've started liking. Maybe it's just because it's a switch up. You know, like you like Budweiser, but then all of a sudden you fucking switch to Miller Lite for a week or two just because.
Right.
Or something. So for right now, because I've inundated myself with Coke Zeros and Diet Cokes, and that Pepsi 0 sugar has been hitting lately. Hitting tough.
I have a horrible soda addiction, so I'm Pepsi 0 sugar, but this week I got Coke Zero.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll go back and forth on those
same,
also.
Same.
Yeah.
And I've been on the big, like, I try to drink water, like, all day, and I have a couple of sodas during the week, like diet ones. Just a couple. The past couple of weeks, actually this week for the very first time, I was buying, because I like to buy, I buy lunch to eat in my office. Like, I don't go out to lunch. I don't go to fast food. I don't do any of that. I get a loaf of keto bread and some fucking stuff, or I get like salad stuff or whatever, and I keep it in a little fridge in my office and whatever. This is the first week I was like, you know what I'm going to get? I'm gonna get me a sixer of fucking Pepsi Zero Sugars, and when I sit down to eat my lunch, I'm gonna have me a Pepsi Zero Sugar. And for most people, they're like, okay. For me, that's like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Did I tell everybody I'm getting a new TV?
You didn't? I thought you talked about that early on.
Did
no?
Did I?
I don't know. I was kind of.
I've got a brand
Jay
new.
was here.
I've got a brand new TV. Yeah, I know. Somebody probably derailed me. I got a brand new TV being delivered tomorrow, and I think in the morning, which is kind of tough. the morning delivery time is starting to look a little more bleak at this moment, but nevertheless, I'm going to get up. I mean, it's a 75-incher.
Whoa!
I'm honoring. This is one of the cooler things, honestly. I'll tell you this. I made a promise to myself when I was like 10 years old. Literally 10 years old. I was like, man, you may work at the dump or ride a garbage truck. You may live in the smallest house on the block, but you're going to buy the biggest television that is made or that will fit in your house. And it was like a pinky promise with myself when I was like 10 years old.
Right.
And I found myself after I had a big TV, not that big, but I had a big TV. It got struck by lightning when I had the big lightning strike.
Yep.
Some of you guys remember that.
Yeah.
And then we took our bedroom TV, moved it to the living room, 50-inch. And I didn't care because I watch a lot of stuff on the PC, play a lot of games. So, and over here I got 2 monitors. So I'll be playing a game. I've got a stream over here, or I'm watching a game or something over here. So I didn't really care. There's been a few times in the last year where I'm sitting in the living room and I'm like, what are you doing?
Big screen, baby.
Like, what are you doing? And so I got a really good deal on a very large television because it's Super Bowl week. And so tomorrow, there's some motherfuckers showing up at my door with a 75-inch television that I hope tomorrow night me and Jay are going to be mounting on my fucking wall.
Ooh, you got to mount that sucker.
Yeah.
It's not going to be on the entertainment center or nothing.
I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but Jay's like, yeah, I've mounted a few televisions. Yeah, I'll help you mount it. It takes like 5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like that.
But as long as he's a good stud finder, you got to find the stud in the wall.
Right. So,
and he might be good at that.
He said he's done it a few times, and so I'm trusting in Jay. I'm trusting in Jay that after tomorrow night. Oh, the camera froze. Hey, will you do the cut off and cut back on again? Hopefully, after tomorrow night, in the living room area, we're gonna have us a fucking monster situation in there. He's been mounted by a few studs. Holy shit! I prefer to schedule the. Yeah, see, like the scheduled window was fucking. I just said because originally it was like we can get it to you as quickly as Friday, but you got to like be here and shit. So I'm like, well, I'm working.
Right.
So I was like, let me just schedule it for Saturday. I'm here all day, like whatever. And they were like, okay, between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's aggressive.
Oh, that's the damn.
Well, then they updated it and said between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, sure. And then like within the past couple of hours, it's updated to say between 9 and 10 a.m. I mean, that's not ideal. I'm not a late sleeper, but after a record night, it's a little bit of a different story. So I'm trying not to be a fucking complete asshole tonight. I'm looking at the time. We're okay.
Right.
We're doing all right. We're doing all right tonight. But yeah. New TV tomorrow. I hope we get that bitch mounted up like nice and right. Which also means that the 50-inch that's in the living room, which is it's an LG, it's a fantastic picture. That bitch is coming in here.
Oh shit.
It's going right over there. So we'll have a big 50-inch in here to be able to like watch shit.
Hell yeah.
Things are moving and working here. Things are
upgrade.
Everything's in motion. Don't step past the white line while the bus is in Motio land.
My bowels are in motion.
Butt bowels. All right, let's little chip chat action.
Yeah, let's do some chip chat.
This is an interesting chip chat.
Excesso calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying.
Those are thick. Papas.
Look at that.
Es delicioso. Ah!
Sting City. Boom. Yeah, so it turns out, Zongman sent me a picture of some chips. It's like, oh, these are not new or anything. We've probably done them, blah, blah, blah. But I have trouble accessing the chip chat file nowadays unless I'm at work. At work, I've got full access to like the Microsoft suite. So when I double click on one of those files, it opens it up in Excel. Sure, I don't have Excel here at the program home, which I could probably. Anyway, I remember today, like, look that up real quick. And I was like, oh, boom, Excel opens. I'm like, oh, that's so much easier. And I just kind of scroll through. Never done these.
Okay.
Never done these. And ironically enough, kind of loops back into the big game special on Sunday. The fuck Stream Elements? What the fuck? Oh, the chip chat sheet. Yeah, it's probably outdated, but I can update it.
Who put that on there?
Still waiting for the first GMR and cooking segment. Make your own chips. We did them in the microwave back in the early days, but we didn't actually. You know, we've actually filmed one. I don't think it ever made page. Something happened. I may have screamed an expletive at somebody.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't make page. That's an industry term. That's an old newspaper term.
So what? We'll have to do some grown man record night chips then.
Some cooking stuff? Yeah, surely. Oh, speaking of which, what's everybody doing for Super Bowl? Like, what's your menu?
Menu.
I've asked a couple of times, but I've got some stuff in the works. I kind of fleshed this out on the program. Number one, I was gonna do the sausages from Vance, and I still may do it. Jay's being wishy-washy because Jay will be like, "Oh yeah, do the Super Bowl thing, blah 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 blah," and then I'll buy a bunch of shit, and then Jay comes over here and he's like, "Oh, I had spaghetti with my parents like a little while ago." I'm like, "What? Who the fuck eats spaghetti before they go to a goddamn Super Bowl party?" So anyway, I was gonna do that, but I may save that because that would feed a few. But one thing I'm doing, I'm taking some Farm Rich mozzarella sticks.
Huh.
And I'm wrapping them bitches in bacon.
Oh, shit.
And I'm air frying them. I'm going to do bacon wrapped mozzarella sticks and probably going to do wings. Now, what flavor wing would you normally for Super Bowl? Then that's the reason I'm drinking. I don't have one right here. It's the reason I'm drinking Budweisers tonight. I always drink Budweiser
Super Bowl
for Super Bowl because of the Bud Bowl. So I bought a case of Budweisers. But the sauce for the wings, normally I do Budweiser, I do straight up buffalo sauce. I like to get weird with my sauces, but Super Bowl is kind of down the middle.
Right.
However, I just discovered this fucking Chick-fil-A like sweet, spicy sriracha. Have you tried this stuff?
No.
I bought the like store-bought in the container stuff. I'm thinking about putting this on wings. I'm salivating. Sweet, spicy sriracha, which is amazing. It almost tastes like a Polynesian, but it's hot.
Oh, I love the Polynesian there.
Same. So imagine a hot Polynesian.
Okay.
Over wings, perhaps.
That could be slap your mama good right there.
With some bacon wrapped mozzarella sticks.
Maybe even drag some of those in some of the sauce that might
absolutely
get wherever.
3-foot sub brings nachos. I fuck with that. Nate'll be working. That's unfortunate. Oh, Aaron said that's his go-to sauce. So yeah. You like a nice dry rub? Yeah, my go-to like it has become like recently. I've become a big garlic Parmesan wing guy, and I like a lemon pepper when it comes to dry rub. And you know what I also like as a dry rub is a Cajun seasoning dry rub, which leads us into in the business we call that a segue zone now. Surely. The Lay's kettle cooked Cajun spice, as the big game is in New Orleans this week. We've never done these, and I guess these have been out for a little while.
Yeah, they're not new.
Is there any type of nomenclature on the back here we can get into? I bet if I bet no bitch is calling me on the phone if I call this number.
Yeah, Lay's.
Ain't no bitch calling me back.
Yeah, you'll get somebody out of country.
And they'll say nothing. They say
they'll say nothing.
No story.
We're Lay's.
No story, no lore, no
We're boring. We've been around forever.
You know, you could start this out with
we're the best because we've been around forever.
Deep in the South and on a Saturday night, when you pause the video games and reach for something for a quick snack, you reach for the Lay's kettle cooked Cajun spice to ignite the night and wet that whistle. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing.
You should write messages on bags, Chip.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have Your Honor.
Yeah.
So it is a kettle chip.
It's a kettle chip.
Make no mistake.
It's a good bit of stuff on the chip. Good bit of.
I may try to Little Pigs in a Blanket too. Yeah, once for Super Bowl, these are good. A little spicy. Very stingy, high end. It's Cajun. That's cayenne.
Oh, okay, that's the cayenne.
Yep, that's cayenne.
Yeah, you definitely taste that.
This is a straight up like cayenne chip, which I fuck with. Sometimes I drink cayenne and lemon and water.
That's a healthy deal.
It is, and it's great. It's like drinking a hot wing.
And then what's the little green thing on there for the Cajun? Those little green specks. I don't know what that is supposed to be.
Marijuana. No, you can look and see. No, I'll tell you, Sean.
Whatever that is.
One time, I love doing a Super Bowl. It'll be the first time in a long time I've not done my Super Bowl guacamole. Which I'll make guacamole a few times a year. I like a nice, fresh, chunky guacamole. But on Super Bowl night, I would always cook fresh bacon and chop it up and put it in my guac. That's my Super Bowl guac. But Jay don't fuck with guac because he's a toddler.
Oh man, it's great.
Yeah. But if I just I'm not going to make a bunch of guac for me. I don't know. It got kind of weird. So like,
it's a superfood.
So it's the first time I'm like skipping my super guac tonight or this weekend. But no, I was going to say there was one year I was looking up I've done some crazy Super Bowl recipes. Some of them I made my own beer battered. I think it was bacon wrapped beer battered habanero poppers.
Oh,
that
wow.
were phenomenal, but they would light your ass on fire. Another time he mentioned
it on both ends.
Yeah, he mentioned the pigs in the blanket. One year I did beer battered little smokies and dropped them in the air fryer, but I'm an idiot. So like after the first batch, the oil wasn't very hot anymore in the old fry daddy. So I'm dropping them in there, and these little smokies are just soaking up that oil. And they didn't really stick to it like you wanted it to. They just soaked in the oil because the oil wasn't hot enough. Pull them out or whatever, and we started eating them. God bless her. Finn got sick as fuck. She starts puking out sideways because it was just like caked in grease. She was like chalked by like halftime. She's like, I'm going to bed. Oh, she'd already thrown up 3 times. Wasn't drunk or nothing. It was all my fucking greasy, shitty cooking that caused it. Anyway. But yeah, these are fantastic. This Cajun spice.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
It's hot. It seems different than a lot of chips, I'll mention. A lot of times you start hork slamming chips and you're like, oh, these aren't hot. These aren't hot. But if you eat like a handful, you're like, oh, fuck, now they're hot.
It builds.
These are the opposite, I feel. I feel like as soon as you put one of these in your mouth, you're like, damn, a little stingy, spicy. But after a couple, 3, you're like, oh, it's not that bad. Like right now, like my mouth's not burning right now.
Yeah, no, it's not that hot.
No. It's almost like a crab chip, like a Chesapeake Bay crab seasoning, but much more on the cayenne end of that. Like take out, almost half of that seasoning and bump up the cayenne on that, and that's kind of what you got here.
Yeah,
it's got that same kind of feel to it, but just much hotter. My wife makes a killer baked jalapeno popper. Oh, nice. That's my favorite food in the whole world. Well, French fries may be up there. But actually, that's when I was in the process of losing 100 pounds, I still, every Saturday and Sunday, I had jalapeno poppers and French fries. Every Saturday and Sunday. That was my like cheat shit that I did. But then like during the week, I was a fucking maniac. That's when I lost like 90 pounds. Not quite 100, but 90. Close enough.
Right.
I feel like I can say 100. It's got a little more.
Yeah.
Gravitas. That's the second time I said gravitas.
The goal. The grievous gravitas.
And now I've gained some of it back.
I'm getting fatter by the second.
But I have so much more wisdom nowadays, so I feel like that's a nice trade-off. I mean, honestly. Hey, who likes record albums? I know I do.
I like record albums.
Let's go listen to some of them over on Twitch.
Twitch me.
That seems like a good place to go. You guys know what, what? There was a football man over there earlier. We're going to go football.
Foosball is the devil.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate the hell out of you guys, and enjoy the weekend and the Super Bowl. But I don't want to act like we're saying bye. Don't be a fucking bitch. Come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Growman Record Night, and we're gonna play some records and hang out for a little bit before we cash it out tonight. But if you can't, I understand, and God bless you, and have a good weekend. And we'll catch you on the next ones.
Locked in.